He's not. I said EI to start it off. He said he's not giving me EI. Am I correct?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Right? I'm not giving you EI because Nelly said, well, you wrote that. So you said.
No, I ain't right there.
Okay. Okay. Well, Nelly said, you said it's because he said if they head right, Nelly, they're night. But right. I said I was the first person to put the way we talk in the hook of a song and make the way we talk the focal point of the hook. So,
right.
With that being said, if they head right, Nelly, they're night was a Biggie line. And right. The focal point of that hook was underlay, mommy, E-I, what's popping tonight?
Right. Okay.
That wasn't the focal point of that hook.
All right. Right. So.
Okay.
But that was in the.
If that would have been, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off, King. But my point, my hook would have been, if they head right, Nelly, they're night, Nelly, they're night. If they head right, Nelly, they're night.
Right.
Fuck the rest of it.
Right.
That would have been my hook.
Now, that's why I say that it's when it get touchy right there. It's like, okay, you're saying it's you was the first to put it in a hook. Okay, say for instance, let's go to y'all album, right? The first one, 2001, it was Out Here, right?
Correct.
It was spelled H-E-R-E. The song Out Here, y'all said out here, out. It wasn't her. It was out here.
Out here, we listed out. Tina got that ass beat by Ike out here. We were eating Chinaman rice and egg rolls out here. We're platinum with ice. Ain't no more gold out here.
That's in.
Now the song you put up was called 12 Rounds. And Chaos, I wrote the hook, but Chaos said it. A lot of those hooks, Chaos said the hook, but I wrote it. He said, "Come over here and lay your head on daddy."
Come over here.
We wasn't. The reason he said here is because that's St. Louis too. Okay. We say it both ways.
So
we don't
on that
just
song,
walk around, and that's what everybody tried to do after we did. No. See, after we did it, see, we was letting everybody know this is what St. Louis really is. We don't just walk around. We don't just walk around. Sometimes we say there.
Right.
Sometimes we do. Don't you say there sometimes? Sometimes.
I say that. I say. Okay,
sometimes we say here.
Right.
But we say there 90% of the time, and pretty much.
But we're talking about in the song, in the hook.
Yeah.
Right. We're talking about in the hook. So on that album, that's the first album, 2001. Right. He said here.
On that song.
Okay. On that song. What song did he say St. Louis style?
Out Here, the song Out Here. We didn't feel compelled.
No, that was out here.
No, that was
the song
Out 12 Rounds. No. That was the one you shared, that was yes, mommy, come over here and lay your head on daddy's chest, mommy. Okay. That was that song.
Okay.
I wrote that song. Look, I got that song from 8 Ball of MJG. Now I rarely do that. Right. But I kind of borrowed the cadence from Don't Flex, Baby.
Okay, so when did y'all say it? What song y'all said?
We said the here way in that song.
Okay,
and Chaos said that, but every time I said it was the double R.
Okay, but y'all got to go as y'all on this one. So, as what song did y'all say the
double R way? Yeah. The Out Here. What was the first song on the album? Out Here. We doing our thorough thizzle in the you heard about it, everybody. You know what I'm saying? We eating China rice and egg rolls out here. The song Out Here. We had a song called Out Here. The album was called Out Here. And on the song Out Here, we was trying to establish with that song the way we say her.
Okay.
In the song Out Here. All of y'all go Google the whole nine, the song Out Here, and listen to it. We didn't say here on that song one time.
No, y'all didn't. And
if you remember that song.
I remember. That's right.
Now then we had everybody in the club book.
Okay.
We also
was that on that album?
Dirty.
Hold on. On that album, it was everybody in the club book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the club book. What's the rest of the hook? What's the rest of the hook?
Be girl shaking for my hustlers, humping your back, twerking for my thugsters, and stay away from shady broke ballin' busters. Yeah, everybody. But the focal point was the way we talk, because the first word was everybody.
Okay, so
still the focal point of the hook.
So y'all said on that hook right there, that's definitely how what you talking about, the way it's said. Now, I have two things with the cadence. Now, how it was said in that song, it was said one time in that hook.
Right.
That's that. Now, when we said it one time, it wasn't. It's not the focal point.
Right.
When y'all said one time, it's the focal point.
You know why?
Why?
Because the beginning is everything. Just how the world began. Not that the world began. Listen, hold on. I see where you're going with it. That's why I started off every song on the album, because I knew whoever come in, the beginning is what people gonna throw the CD out the window if it don't sound right from the beginning. So the beginning of the hook, that's why EI was underlay, because you knew that, in your mind, you knew that, y'all mind, you knew that motherfucking hook needed to come. They needed to start with some banging shit that people was gonna remember. That's why you knew, but you wasn't thinking talking like a St. Louis nigga start out like that and then fuck all that. You wasn't thinking that.
I'm saying because the album was called Country Grammar. Mm-hmm. So we, for one, I gotta step on talk about this next point later. Let me address the current where we are right now. What's the focal point of EI's hook? Underlay,
mommy, EI,
So it's underlay. Would you say underlay or is the focus point?
Yeah.
Which one? Would you say underlay or
I would say all of that. I would say that.
That's what I'm saying. So you said all of that except for Nelly Durr Night.
You know why? Because you wrote the hook and you said you by your own wording, you got that hook. Listen, in your mind, you got that hook from Speedy Gonzalez. Right?
No, I'm saying, the hook comes from, I told you when we talked about it, I said,
Speedy Gonzalez.
Hold on. The hook comes from, I'm going to tell you, they play softball, the Soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
We talk about they play the Soldiers, and they say, underlay, Okay. So, but we talked about that though. So, I'm saying, you're saying all of that, meaning underlay, mama, EI, what's popping tonight, right?
Right.
So, everything, not what's popping tonight, and not if they hear right, Nelly, that night. Because what's popping tonight, see, now we talking about, is that St. Louis slang? Is that the way St. Louis talk?
Yeah.
So, damn. Because that's all Funk Master Flex was talking about. Was like, Sugar J, all of them was like, damn, what's popping tonight? He said, what's popping tonight? We was like, damn, that's just some St. Louis shit. Oh, we didn't know that. We didn't even know that. So when he said night, they was all New York. Everybody was all like, ooh, that's crazy. Night, You know what I'm saying? Like, so you saying the focal point was underlay. So when I hooks come, it's kind of get what's the focal point? Like, but when the topic was saying it in the hook.
Okay,
that song was huge.
This is let me simplify it for you, Ali. All right. Okay. When you were coming up with the concepts of the Country Grammar album, you said, okay, this George Jefferson hook will sound good. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. EI, the softball game. What was the other song? Country Grammar. I'm going to say a nursery rhyme. That shit probably was the best album in hip hop history to me, because it wasn't talking about no killing motherfuckers, and you weren't reaching, trying to say shaking your booty and sucking dick and all. You weren't talking about none of that. And for y'all to sell that many records being that true to hip hop, it's probably the best album that ever came out of hip hop history. That's what I tell motherfuckers. So right. I can't take nothing away from those hooks, because those were ingenious hooks. But Nelly slid on that motherfucker, and that meant pretty much just as much as what you wrote. Because like if Neo wrote To the Left, that don't mean shit without Beyonce sliding on that motherfucker.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? That don't mean shit without Beyonce sliding on that motherfucker.
I could have said, I wouldn't sound like that.
Exactly. So, but what I'm saying is, I listened to that. And I said, you know what?